But let's get into it, guys. This is very interesting. This is June the King. If you're not subscribed, check out his content. If you like the content, consider subscribing. If you don't like the content, well, tell him to go f yourself. I really don't know what to tell you. But right now, in 8 hours, it's got a little over 200,000 views because this is not the real-time views. It's doing really well. Deep dive. Here we go. Ready and go.
ReviewTechUSA is a tragic case, one of instability where both ends of the emotional spectrum play
Your
against
popcorn.
Because you're dumb, and your kids will be dumb.
You don't come to a stream for someone else's baggage. You know what I mean?
These extreme reactions are coming out at the lowest point of his channel, which previously released highly relevant, low-effort videos taking service-level glances at gaming news or subjects parallel to gaming, though this is no longer the case. Now Rich's focus is on streaming and producing music to little avail. He's either too subdued by intoxicants, where dead air and awkward pauses fill his streams, or sober and anxious, lashing out at those he feels have wronged him, like his former editor, Jay.
You're the sidekick everywhere you go. You couldn't cut it. That's why you became my editor.
Rich's self-destruction has also unearthed a history of doxing. Poor research.
Somebody in the chat said only 10 seconds in his true personality is showing. Guys, if for some reason you don't understand the fact that ReviewTechUSA is essentially a lolcow at this point, just keep in mind that you're going to realize why.
That at one point had the former president of Sony call him stupid, and a history of lies and drama that were almost forgotten, but are coming back to form a rich history of failure. In late 2009, a channel named ReviewTechUSA began uploading. This was Rich Masucci's, an American man with a tech background, second attempt at YouTube. Uploaded was video after video of video game consoles spanning virtually all console generations, from the Atari 2600 to the then modern Xbox 360. These were off the cuff, simple overviews of the consoles where Rich of ReviewTechUSA often interjected his own stories with the devices. The same could be said about his other videos that range widely on topics. This one was playing into a stereotype that women enjoy being on the phone longer. This video, though titled Is Steve Jobs Dying?, was really about Rich's experience with Apple products and the history of Apple. Those looking to find facts would scarcely find it on this channel. This could work to Rich's benefit. While he was not very keen, nor uniquely knowledgeable of the products he was reviewing, he was very opinionated and confident in what he was saying. This means he had much to say and many videos to make, evident by his catalog. And after about a year or so of content creation, his beliefs had become established. Rich was a fan of console gaming, believing it was superior because of its ease of access and affordability against PC's customizability that also lends to its complexity. Taking a side in this never-ending debate meant that his opinions resonated with those that preferred consoles, and those audience members would become easier fans of Rich. But the same could be said about the opposition, all of which could be found inhabiting the same tech space. Blackbuster Critic, or BBC for short, was a creator that pushed PC gaming over consoles. This, in late 2010, eventually led to a light feud between the two, and an online debate hosted by the BBC.
It's actually kind of insane to remember just how long ReviewTech has been on the platform. I mean, it's wild. The guy's been on the platform for such a long time. And you know what I've noticed too? A lot of these guys who have been on the platform for a really, really long time, a lot of them turn into lolcows. It's kind of weird. I don't know why that is. It's a little bit strange, but let's continue. I want to see about this feud.
So I'll let you have the post first, or the stand, or the soapbox, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and then we'll go from there.
What do you want me to talk about first?
State the case of why, PC gaming is superior for everybody.
After about an hour-long debate,
man, look at that old school 2010 graphics from this website, man. Holy shit. Let's bring it back memories.
Rich concedes.
I'll be the first to admit that he owned me.
All right.
I'm saying it. I'm the man right here saying it. So you won't have a good holiday, and I will, even though I am owned, I will still put this video up on my YouTube channel because it wouldn't be right of me not to do it. So Have a good one, man. It was great talking with you. And everyone.
While things were cordial between BBC and Rich, they were not exactly friendly. At least not in the same sense of the channels that were promoting Rich's channel on their own YouTube pages like 3 Kilobytes, specifically Mike and Jay.
And I'm Jason for 3 Kilobytes. My last name is Hoof, and I like to build houses in Minecraft.
Whenever Rich hit a
Why you standing
milestone
like that?
a subscriber goal or obtaining YouTube partnership, which meant he could earn ad revenue from his YouTube videos, he made sure to thank these channels.
They've helped me out big time, especially Jay. I communicate with him the most, and thank you so much, man. Honestly, the reason I hit 1,000 subs, the second half of it is mostly due to his help. And of course, as many of you know, because probably like 80% of the subscriptions have been from them, is 3 Kilobytes. All of them, of course, but especially Jay and Mike. Honestly, my channel is where it is because of what Jay, Mike, and Kat have done to promote me.
By 2011, things were going well for Rich. Not only was he earning some revenue from his channel, he was remaining somewhat consistent and fair with his losses, going as far to release a video titled, "I Can't Defend Consoles Anymore."
Right now, folks, I know a lot of people are going to jump below and write comments saying they can't build a PC, or it's too hard, or it's too technical. No, it's not.
This was inspired by the infamous hacking of the PlayStation Network that effectively brought the online services down for months. Though he did not abandon the videos on the debate, as this was still one of the largest draws of his channel. These were alongside clickbait videos that were presented outwardly as his research, to then be revealed that Rich was reading from a singular article while interjecting some of his opinions. His channel covered a wide range of topics, now even adapting the commentary tropes of the time, like commentary over footage of an unrelated game. Because of the undistilled nature of this channel, his views were hardly consistent.
You know what's interesting? There's still a lot of YouTubers that follow that same exact mantra of content. Well, they'll put random gameplay on the screen. Like I think Birdman does that, right? Where they put random gameplay on the screen, and they're really just a commentary channel, but they don't invest in graphics or setups or anything like that. They just put gameplay and then they talk over it. It's interesting, but a lot of these guys have been around for a long time, so this is what they've been doing for a long time. You know, it's hard to have someone change with the times, which is why I think ReviewTechUSA unfortunately has faltered for a long time now.
Most videos hovered around 5,000, but some reached hundreds of thousands of views. With Rich increasing his output to now nearly a video a day in late 2012, his views were slowly but surely starting to pick up. Being that he did a face reveal that same year meant that in 2013 he did not shy away from creating vlogs. But Rich was unsatisfied with the equipment he was using. The camera.
My God, look at that camera, bro. Look at those cameras. Back then, we thought that shit was amazing. It's fucking, what is that, 10 FPS? Holy crap.
Specifically was not HD and had a very low frame rate. And if he did make more vlog-style videos, he could negate the possibility of copyright claims that came from using gameplay footage.
The only thing that looks worse than that is UFO footage. You know what's amazing? Anytime it comes to record UFOs, suddenly everybody's got a flip phone from the government. You know what I mean? Like nobody's got a fucking smartphone. A Samsung S24 that does 100 times zoom like my phone does. All of a sudden, that shit just goes out the window, right? When it's time to record a UFO, nobody's fucking phone is a smartphone. Everybody's got flip phones at that point. It's so ridiculous. I can't stand that shit.
What Rich wanted was a new high-definition camera. This is what inspired the video, I Need Your Help, which has long since been removed from his channel, but archived third-party compilations that demonstrate how catastrophic not so much this video was, but the endless responses and poor handling of what should have been a simple situation.
Yes, I know I'm going to be called an e-beggar no matter what I say. But I'm doing this with a twist that no one else has done because I don't just want your friggin' money. I really don't. I honestly don't. What do I need? I need a camcorder for the show, straight up.
How do you say you don't want some, bro? Wow. Just be honest with people, bro. Is it so hard to be honest? Like, how are you going to tell people you don't want their money? But then you're going to say, yeah, we need a camcorder for the channel, bro. So, and I'm not paying for it. So somebody's got to pay for it. Like, just tell people, just do it.
Using gameplay footage, I'm constantly dealing with getting copyright claims on my videos.
Rich goes on to explain how he would avoid the title e-beggar by donating the $500, which is the amount he was seeking for the camcorder, a year after he receives the funds to a charity of his audience choice. What's more, if the donation goal is exceeded, he will refund any of that excess money. This is overly complicated. Even for 2013 YouTube that was less accepting of creators petitioning for money or earning it through sponsorships, the depths that Rich was going to just avoid being called an e-beggar, something only the smallest sections of his audience would even care about, exposed that as an insecurity and point that he could easily be pressured by, easily trolled from.
The only people that pissed me off, even though I expected it, is when people said they donated, and I would see like the same small group of trolls like going around and attacking people.
It did not take long for Rich to get that money via donations. He even bought a cheaper camera that was about $140 less than expected. But he made the mistake of addressing the trolls and the BBC.
So I went out and bought.
I can't stand that this guy's fucking acronym is BBC. I can't stand it. I know he did that shit purposefully, but the fact that June the King is calling him in a very serious tone, the BBC, I can't fucking concentrate. It's just so ridiculous.
A new tool. A Sony HDR 260V. And let me tell you right now, it is a phenomenal camera. And I bought this with my own money. How about that?
That was the Blackbuster critic. While he did not mention Rich or ReviewTechUSA by name, he did expose the criticisms that he knew bothered Rich. This was bait, and Rich readily took it.
It's your old buddy Rich from ReviewTechUSA or ReviewBegUSA.
Jeez.
You've had some colorful things to say about me. Let's just do it the good old-fashioned way and debate it live on Skype and see how it goes. The offer's on the table, buddy. Hopefully you accept.
Not only did Rich fluff.
Why would you want to get into a debate with a person who made you publicly essentially admit that they owned you? Why would you? And the fact that he even mentioned Skype, bro, wow, this feels so old. But again, the guy destroyed you in a debate last time. Why would you want to go for round two when it comes to you asking for money? It just doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe he realizes that a lot of the clout he got from before in the beginning of his career came from debating these people, so he figured it would be worth it to do it again, even if he loses. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
This situation by taking the bait, he also challenged the BBC to a debate, which the BBC readily accepted.
What I say could be applied to a lot of people. But this one particular person personally came to my video and was talking trash. And if you want to come out and Skype me and debate like you say you do, and I know plenty of things, plenty of questions to ask you, which you're going to goof up on. Just like in our last debate, how I led you by the hand like a child encountering your own points. That's what's going to happen again.
This debate did not come as Rich failed to show, but he did release a video showing that he did purchase the camcorder and did not pocket the donations. While the BBC continued to respond, what was more important was that Rich's responses and continually addressing this drama was inviting more and more trolls that Rich was responding to.
Master Flex, everyone out there who's deeply concerned about what I'm doing, you need to, don't go into the whole thing, oh, I'm trolling, I'm just mind messing with you. You personally messaged me, told me to calm down. It's flattering, bro, it really is. I'm glad, just make a video once in a while proving that you have a life and put a woman in your thumbnail and we'll all be impressed by what you do.
Even the videos showing the receipts for the donations were directed towards his trolls rather than his supporters.
All I can say is, I'll never do it again. I mean, I hope.
Well, we know that's a lie. We know that's a lie because he's done it many times. Shout out to June the King for getting all of this old footage. This must not have been easy because he deleted a lot of shit. So this is really good work so far. Good job.
This proves now that I wasn't trying to, scam anybody or do anything under the table or be unethical. And for everyone out there who's going to go into the whole thing now that I was just looking to get a tax break on my taxes, do you really think I would? I didn't even think of that until after people said it. Do you really think I would have went through all this crap to save 30 or 40 bucks over a year from now?
It turned out that Rich owning this new camcorder and all the turmoil that Rich invited was for naught.
I like the gameplay footage better. It's more laid back. Don't like 90% of people in the comment section were like, yeah, just keep it gameplay footage and use the camera for other things with ReviewTechUSA. I'm like, oh, okay.
This information came from a video where Rich announced that YouTube was now his full-time job. Though it grew steadily for the past 3 years, it was not until now that his YouTube channel was outperforming his job in terms of pay. And with all his time placed in his channel, the results were immediate. Month after month, his views kept doubling as his output of videos increased like never before. Everything increased. His revenue, his views, and the trolls that increasingly targeted Rich.
Well, I could definitely attest to that. Because the moment I went full-time on YouTube, everything essentially doubled or tripled. Everything, including the hate. There's no doubt about it. But that's how it goes, man. When somebody finally has the ability to focus all their time and effort on YouTube, of course you're going to see results. You got to be absolutely fucking garbage if you focus full-time on YouTube and get nowhere, right? Like I feel like everybody would at least see some results from focusing full-time, right? But I can say there definitely is a lot more hate involved when you go full-time. People hate you just for simply being full-time. If you mention to them, yeah, I'm a full-time YouTuber, they fucking can't stand you because they themselves want to be full-time content creators.